If you're building an agent in Microsoft Copilot Studio, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is jumping straight into topics, flows, or connectors without first making the right design decision. Should your agent use native orchestrations or classic topics? Should it rely on knowledge sources, scripted dialogues, tools, or all of them? In this video, I will walk you through the practical decision tree for building Copilot Studio agents the right way. By then, you will have a clear framework that you can use before building your next Copilot Studio agent. Now, I wanted to share what I see in most our customers. What are the main mistakes? The main mistake is to start without thinking. It's the common trap I see in most of our customers. We create batch of time topics, we add some connectors, we miss the logic, and we hope that it will start working magically perfect. And what I see in the customers that works good, it's they define the organization first. They map the knowledge, the topics, what they're trying to achieve. We just expose the right tools. And one of the most important things is it's common in development, but I wanted to share that for agents, it's also so important is testing little by little. What this means, we don't create all the agent and see, okay, let's see if this tool and this thing works together. We start testing little by little, see if the tools are working, and we continue with the development once we find that the agent is working correctly. And I have summary all the things that we need to think in 6 main decisions. The first one is the orchestration. You can choose between generative AI, that is the most common AI right now model, or classic control, that will be more deterministic chatbot, that will be more the all ways. May you have one use case that you want it to be deterministic, but I encourage you to try first the generative AI. Then decide if you are going to use more knowledge sources, scripted topics, or use both together. We also need to see about our structured inputs, if we are going to use variables, slot filling, entities, mostly if you use more topics. Then the action layers, what and how we are going to connect. If we want to use connectors, we want to call on different APIs, how we are going to use our automation with MCPs or agent flows. And automations, we need to decide between agent flows and Power Automate. Most our automation is going to be always with agent flows because it's like a Power Automate with AI steroids. So you are going to be able really with agent flows to achieve more. Power Automate, you will just use it if you need more deterministic way of automation. And finally, the model choice. We will think about what tasks we wanted to achieve if we use default, fast, deep, or more adaptive models. Before starting, what we need to think is what I always say to our customers. So we need to decide before starting building, and this is one of the most important points for achieve a really good agent. So decide, then when we decide the design, we build, and then test a little bit. And this is more than a step by step. It's a cycle that you need to do once and again. And once you test and it's successful, you need to start designing a little bit more and build it again and doing this cycle. Together with my team, a Copilot Studio decision tree that will help us to make our best decision, just giving some objectives, context, and then we have the decision tree. So each decisions that we need to make it, we are going to need to think here, okay, what I need to define trigger phrases, topics, and more static, or we just need a clear description, tool and knowledge, and automation prompt. So let's use generative AI. That is the recommended. Then what type of information I am handling? I focus on knowledge sources, or I need something more stable and following some decision trees. I need to add as a knowledge source SharePoint, documents, website, database. We can cover it both of best together. It's entities requirement like data, money, email, enable slot filling for missing details. I need to call an external API. I need to create automatizations inside my agent. I will be able to use agent flows inside the the technology or use a Power Automate for more deterministic decisions. Then which model I am selecting? Just let you know that we will try to keep updating this, so you will be able to do it the better you can. Just let you know that you will see here more step by step how we think about this, helping you to decide and create it better, your agent, and this will help you to build out a balancing and structured design. I hope you like the video and the demo for these amazing tools. Hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe to Agentic Way for more Copilot Studio trainings.